Welcome to Graeme Games. My name is Graeme. This is a game. I am playing Fear and Hunger 2 Termina. I have not played a Fear and Hunger game since 2019, so it's been about 4 years. So I apologize if I'm just crazy out of practice, don't entirely remember how things layer together, what all's going on here. I'm gonna remember the basics. And I kind of remember the opening part of this game, specifically wandering through or towards that town. I only did 4 episodes. I didn't make it very far. And so a lot of this is going to be very new. I don't know what's changed in that time. And now obviously the game has had this insane, crazy resurgence. All these essayists doing deep dives into the lore or explaining why this type of punishing game is special and unique and important. And that's been really cool to see. It's really awesome to see these games find their audience. It'll be very interesting because a lot of people are rewatching those old videos of mine now, and now here I am 4 years later picking it back up. It's a 4-year gap for me. It'll be hours for you. I'll be curious if people feel that my style has changed or what have you. So I probably am just going to start with the ex-soldier to save us the hassle of going through each of these. I've rambled enough already. Let's just get going. The ex-soldier, 18 years old, having fought in wars since he was 13. Ex-soldier excels at ranged combat and has a great aim with most firearms. We gotta worry about character names and stuff. That's always a fun side of things. I was gonna make him Frank, and I don't know why that was what popped into my mind, and then I thought that was boring, so now he'll be Frunk. Frunk is our starting character here. Fear and Hunger mode. I'm not going whatever that means. No, thank you. It looks like the naming of one of Elon Musk's kids. Easier. It's not easy. That's funny. But Fear and Hunger mode. The traditional, the regular style thing. Not confident enough to go for a hard mode, but I'm not quite chicken enough to go for the easier. No. I want the reminder. I do want the character history. I like the lore behind these games. The soothing sound of the rail tracks. You are not used to such peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. You can't help but let your mind wander. You reminisce what has led you to this point in life. Prehevil. Prehevil? It's your hometown, even if it has a tainted past painted all around its narrow alleyways. The painful memories would start from that one night. Your parents were arguing downstairs. The argument would heat up, like always, and would turn into a fight. Your mother charged inside your room in desperation. She locked the room and pushed it with all her might. From the odor of old vodka carried over to your room, then you heard your father's heavy steps walk up the stairs. Your father started bashing down the door. I will stand up against my father. Your efforts didn't matter much before the drunken stupor of your father. It did raise your maximum bodily resilience, though. With your mother gone and your father drinking in the gutter, you were taken to the Prehevil orphanage. The place treated children awfully, and all kinds of rumors circulated on why kids would disappear occasionally without a trace. You couldn't wait to get out of there as soon as possible. Unfortunately, your wishes were answered sooner than you could have guessed. When the Second Great War started, the Eastern Union recruited every able-bodied person, no matter the age, to fight for the motherland. You were only 13 at the time, but still, they dragged you with them. What kind of weaponry did you specialize in? Pistols, rifles, trench guns? Pistols, I'm just going to start very basic, probably the thing I'm most likely to find. Oh, I do just get to start with it. So I have a Luger pistol and 10 9mm bullets. You excelled on the battlefield despite your age. However, you grew bitter as you saw younger and younger kids being recruited and killed as the war dragged on. By this time, you were already responsible for your own squad of child soldiers. You were given a mission meant for expendables, one that would be a guaranteed suicide mission. You were already growing tired of the haphazard way of distributing troops, and the general morale of the Eastern Union Army was starting to show its cracks. Take the mission and fulfill your duty. You know what? I'm a die-hard starting as a young teenager. This is the mindset that I'm in. I'm guessing that this character's harrowing existence has just set him down that path. I will fulfill my duty. You survived the mission despite impossible odds. This increased your proficiency in your branch of weaponry. You learned Gunslinger. Unfortunately, the mission had its toll on you as well. Your psyche couldn't handle all the losses on the battlefield, so you had to take opioids to ease the pain. You formed an addiction. You got heroin and withdrawal symptoms. You couldn't stand up for this any longer and became a deserter. The Eastern Union wouldn't forgive such crimes, so you had to pack up wisely for your escape. Well, if I have a heroin addiction, then I think I'm going to take medical supplies with me. You find 2 blue vials and a cloth fragment. How long has it been? Feels like a lifetime since you left the town. It's not a place anyone would want to return to, but when you got no other place in the world, you're left with no options. Save your characters, I guess so. Yep, just whatever, save that. Skip the intro. No, I want the intro. I'll make sure these things are time-stamped in the bottom so people can skip around if they don't actually care. But I care. I want the reminder. What are you doing there, little girl? Don't go vandalizing the train car like that. Conductor, sir, please. It's gone already. You feel like someone was watching you while you slept. Well, I'm going to watch people while they sleep. The curly-haired man. Excuse me. No answer. I assume no one will want to talk to me. The salary man. I don't know if the train is full of all the other characters you could have played as. It doesn't seem like it. You searched the luggage. You found a shotgun shell. I should really remind myself how to navigate things here. Nossophobia. I have the heroin, which I don't want to use, but it's pretty important. Highly addictive pain medication. The high creates a euphoric effect, but the withdrawal symptoms are severe. I kind of mostly want to remind myself how those status effects work. Skills. Check up on your party. Talking can sometimes get you out of uncomfortable situations. You can run, or advanced use of pistols. Precise shots can occasionally dismember opponents. I don't know if Gunslinger is something I use, or if it's something that just like automatically applies. I currently have a knife and an army jumpsuit. I will equip the pistol instead, though. Recipes, items, weapons, armors. I got none of that. And that's all more just like general management. I just want to like inspect my guy. I want to, can I use my mouse? I want to specifically like inspect the heroin withdrawals and have them explain to me precisely what's like working against me there, but I don't know. The cold pistol grip feels familiar in your hands. The idea of equipping a weapon to have like a bit of flavor text is really cool. You didn't think you'd be grasping to one so soon after leaving the front lines. You wonder if you'll ever be able to leave the past behind. I didn't intend to just walk around with it, weapon drawn. That's a little insane. A pile of suitcases has been left here without supervision. An old pamphlet. There doesn't seem to be anything interesting printed on it. Pile of suitcases. Okay. You've searched the luggage. 5 shillings. Which I'm pretty sure shillings is just money. I saw it in my inventory. Didn't inspect very thoroughly. A white vial. Ooh, I should remind myself which ones do what. Pile of suitcases. I can't inspect that. I don't know what any of these are standing for. S is for skills. E is for equipment. Okay, I'll try to remember that. M is for I don't know what. I is for inventory, I guess, probably. The blue vial, a vial full of blue liquid. It doesn't even tell me what it does. Oh, maybe it's like a neutral one. Body heal. And this one removes specific states. So like poison, toxicity, vomiting. Works as an antidote for poisoning and presumably other types of poisoning-based effects. Something feels off. It is a lot of suitcases. Oh, I thought that was once again the kind that you can inspect. Yeah, that seems less than standard train environments. This place, it's not the train anymore. Oh god, that guy's immediately just running at me. I kind of remember some of this. Janitor, you! I've been looking for you everywhere. Just where do you think you ran off to? Don't you understand the hurry we're in? Get your hands off me. Yeah, feisty one. The eyes of the janitor bulge out of their sockets as his expression intensifies. We can do it the hard way, too. Gun out, like, oh my god, stay the hell away from me, you weirdo. Oh god, the way that his back is being held open, like it looks like he's flayed. I'm gonna have to do so much blurring of wangs in this. Skills. Can I use the skill? I can't use the gunslinger skill. I'm gonna start off talking to him. Nope, he just immediately wailed on me multiple times, so that didn't go well. Stupid human, imbecile! I'll slit your throat and flay you alive. Oh, that'll teach you. Please, just let me go. Flay me. I'll finish the job on your back after we're done here. You'll see, there are fates worse than death. The janitor doesn't care about your threats. The janitor, well, shit, he's, done a lot of damage to me, and I don't actually... His sacks? It's not his, like, genitals, it's his sack. I could try and kill his head, but I think I kind of just need to try and dismember his, like, arm. But he's obviously doing a lot of damage. Oh, I lost my arm now. Shit. Well, I'm basically already dead. So I actually am not... Oh, rev up. I used it? See, now I can only heal 30. He does a lot of damage, so I genuinely don't really know. I was hoping he would miss again. Well, I died already. I'll teach you to run away. Gah, yeah. But that's not, the end. I don't actually lose for that. Let's see you dash around like a little jailbird without these chicken thighs of yours. So I'm missing an arm and both legs already. That didn't take long. The dismemberment is almost instantaneous, so thank you for that, Mr. Janitor. That's lovely. Look at his freaky bug eyes, even his tiny little sprite there. Now get back to work. I wasn't working previously. I have nothing to get back to. I don't know what my job is. You get back to your job, Janitor. Look at the mess you just made hacking off my limbs. That's gonna fall to you to clean up. The janitor walked away. Apparently he has other slaves to look after. Look after is a generous interpretation of what he just did to me. I have 1 health. So I just, like, am dead. I will die. They're random tools. They seem to be for very specific purposes, and they are otherwise useless. I don't actually know. Like, I don't think I'll just bleed out or anything. The table's full of cubes with various sigils carved all around them. The cubes are hollow, though. They seem to be missing some parts still. My legs, can I just grab them up and take them with me, please? Try and re-stitch those back on somehow? Oh god, I'm bleeding out. The contraption doesn't have any seeming use. You have no idea about its purpose. I vaguely remember all of this, but, like, not where anything useful is or how to get out of it. I want to avoid that combat at all costs, it seems like, because now I'm just screwed. Yeah, down to 1 limb. Enough to shoot a gun, I should hope. Oh my god, it's just full of discarded limbs. But they kind of look like they're, like, grabbing the planks and things like that. Like they're trying to get out. Even, can I interact? Lifeless arms reach out from between the boards. Jesus. Okay, so they aren't, like, alive or anything. It's not that that makes it any better, really. I don't know if I would have liked that any more or less. Your head hurts. You feel like you're losing your mind. And I think we're, like, crawling through the tables of the gods. Did this game used to have diagonal movement? That's actually a little bit surprising and makes this a heck of a lot nicer to move through. If it did have that before, I'm straight up just misremembering. I have all my limbs back and things. That's a positive development, at least. Maybe this is always how the opening goes. The opening is always just you get hacked to bits, that poor of an effort. And then hopefully, you can kind of get the story going from there. The mysterious person. Ah, there you are. A mysterious person greets you in a monotonous voice. Got you pulled out from that nasty place. You were going into that rabbit hole, deep into that rabbit hole. To show his goodwill, my master has mended your wounds and tatters this once. What a joy. Now you are safe under the beautiful green hue of the moon. Welcome to the Moon Tower. Thanks for getting me out. What is going on? Is this a nightmare? Oh, it is hardly a nightmare. You just need to adjust your perspective accordingly, and it will be anything but a nightmare. Since our words could not possibly reach my master, I speak in his behalf. And who might my master be? Well, for now, let's just say that is the delinquent one. The trickster moon god. Rare maybe? And me? You can call me Pickles. Perkely? I'm just a humble servant of his celestial majesty. You are the dreamer. He is the dream. My master has invited 14 of you to join us in this jubilee of cosmic proportions. 14 candidates, but only one true victor. The festival of Termina is upon us. Festival? I don't understand. I don't want any part in this. What is the festival? It is a festival to give you, the humans, a peek to grandeur, a chance to reach for illustrious heights. The festival to end all festivals. This must all be very confusing to you. I won't burden you with any more information at this very moment. Just head towards the tower. That is all you need to know for now. I will gladly answer questions once you get there, but until then, let us meet again under the moonlight. You wake up suddenly. Was it all just a dream? The train, it seems to have stopped. Okay, I'm starting guns drawn this time. Door to the previous cabin is locked from the other side. Looking through the window, it seems to be pitch black. The door won't open, locked from the outside. Yeah, let's keep that gun out, I think. The luggages have already been looted, so that's quite interesting. Locked. Hopefully this time I don't wander into some nexus, some abyss or whatever, an infinite loop of unnavigable dimension. The man in the suit is talking to himself. He seems to be completely lost in his own thoughts. I'm late already, so late. Late for the festival? So, this must be the best course of action for now. The man with the checkered pants. Okay, so these are everyone who you can play as. You interrupt a discussion. Oh, the sleepy one got up. What's going on? I need to be going? No, what's going on? You must be just as clueless as the rest of us. The train left us all here, on the outskirts of the city. All the train personnel, everyone, gone. No explanations. Does it have something to do with the war? I don't understand. It's a mystery, all right. We decided to stay and wait here for a while. Someone has to come for the train sooner or later. So if you're not in a hurry, I recommend just taking a seat inside and trying to relax. What's your name, anyway? Frank. My name is Marina. My name is Olivia. Lovely to meet you all. You can call me August. Karen Sauer, a journalist on duty. A journalist, I don't think you're going to have a heck of a lot of luck out here in the wilderness of the shit that's about to rain down. Although I guess the little girl with the pigtails, Marina, I don't expect you to fare very well either, but I suppose you're probably all capable in your own small ways. I actually love that they aren't just, I don't know, a wizard and a fighter and an archer and a barbarian or whatever. It's like, no, these are just kind of people who are getting thrown into this. Hey, I'm Henrik. And this mystic gentleman over here is Usa. It was Usa, right? Or Usa? Yeah, we'll just leave that as is. I'm pretty sure it was. We were the first to wake up. There's a little hair flip there. before you came out, we were talking about this. You saw the dream too, right? I did see a nightmare. You saw a dream. Yeah, you guys saw it too? Everyone saw the dream before waking up in the train. The moon, the girl in a pink dress, the festival of Termina. It all felt too real to pass off as just a dream. Not this talk again. We should have asked that army pig, that Bremen pig. He was in way too much of a hurry to leave. I bet he knew something. This smells like a sadistic army experiment. Sounds exactly like something Bremen army would be a part of. They had similar hallucinogens experimented on war prisoners. Now that the war is over, they have to get their guinea pigs elsewhere. I wish I had your capacity and feist, but I really have a hard time believing every conspiracy theory floating around here. I'm a journalist. I've covered wars, you know. Was Erin the name that she told us that she had? I don't need some flaky eye-patched foreigner telling me what's possible and what's not. You haven't seen what I've seen during these past few years. I mean, we, Frunk, have probably seen a heck of a lot of that. I've covered wars too, you know. All men and women for the past decade or two have covered wars. What's your point again? I've seen my fair share of hallucinogens as a doctor, and I can tell from a first-hand experience that there are no known chemicals that create visions that vivid. Especially visions that are identical with this many people. You can feel the tension rising between these two people. I would like to leave now. It's getting awkward. I take it that we're done here. As much as I'd like it, I don't have time to play happy campers with you people. I have a job to do. Which way is the city? Oh, I like that. I don't know if this was a part of the game before. Either of the games. Either the original or the demo of Termina, to have just kind of, tableau is the wrong word, I guess, but just like landscape shots like this to just flesh out the world and give you like the sense of scale and context and detail. Look, up there over the forest top. Can you see the tower standing erect in the mist? That tower marks the center of Prehevil. You can hike through the forest to get there. It's not that far away. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's a great way to give the player a sense of direction of where they need to be headed and what they need to be doing next as well, actually. As well as kind of selling you on the city. All right then. If I see anyone, I'll let them know you guys are waiting here. Have fun finding a scoop from that sleepy town. You know where to find us if anything comes up. What are you going to do? Shrugs. Shrugs. I didn't say that. Wait here, I guess. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah, but you're a part of this contest too, whatever it is. Day 1. Oh, it took me a minute to even read that as a word. The woe log without the I like didn't know how to read that. It's interesting that these letters are all written as if they're kind of like newspaper cutouts, but of like an old time where capital letters or key letters headlines were given that level of like depth in their writing. Maybe newspapers is not where writing of that style originated. You can see at the top there, birth of a god, Termina, death of... I can't read that other one, actually. Death of innocence. Like, I don't know. Are these headlines? Like, what even are all these? Only... I can't read that one either, actually. Termina. Only Termina. Yes, ever you guys are all just going to stick around here. Hey, maybe I shouldn't walk around with my gun drawn like that. Nice day, isn't it? If you say so. A nice weather to enjoy the outdoors. Just don't go wandering too far, my friend, okay? I think I should get inside. The mist is creeping in. The forest creeps me out. I could just kill everyone here, or try to at least. Oh, I think the forest bed here is very fascinating. There seems to be all kinds of medical herbs growing around. There's even more people who weren't even a part of that initial conversation, were they? Would you look at that behind? Are you dead serious? If you keep that up, I'll come up with a better use for this wrench. Oh, not look at that like behind us. He's just looking up through the grate, checking out this girl. How about making yourself useful? Maybe I will do just that. Just wait and see, Ginger. Is that actually your name? Yes. Go make me proud. It probably isn't. It's probably meant to be a little bit of like a shitheady remark. Usa has nothing to talk about. No, what is it that you want? What business do you have here? What do you think about the dream? I don't want to accost him with questions about himself. It was interesting. What about you? What did you think of it? It was sinister. It must have been a premonition. It was mysterious. Not a premonition, because I don't even know. It clearly was live. It wasn't like us living an experience that's coming up in the future, which is, I think, what a premonition would be, like seeing the future. That was like happening. It was mysterious. I'm sure we will all be wiser in 3 days from now. The curly-haired man. He doesn't seem to be interested in small talk. Then again, these army barricades suggest that maybe there is something to that crazy theory of hers. Nah, something doesn't seem right here. What do you plan to do? I'll probably just head out too. There's no telling how long it takes for someone to come find the train. Besides, the city's right around the corner. Yeah, it seems kind of hasty. Is that guy just going to keep walking away from me? Because I am curious to like stop and get his opinion on things. But it seems like he's very actively leading me away from where I want to be headed. I don't want to be beheaded. I just want to head a direction. This is an interesting part of this game and series, is these opening moments where you don't really know where you can go or where you should go, what opportunities are going to present themselves, whatever random way you choose to wander off. Oh, can we talk? What is it? Where are you going? Were you heading to the city? What brings you here? Yeah, just are you heading? That's right. And I'm going alone, if that's what you were asking about or about to ask. I'm going to leave you to it. I can worry about trying to like intercept people and interact with them on future runs. It looks like there's something blue on the ground there, and I want it if I can. Yeah, that might have been where I picked the herb already, actually. You kind of just gotta poke and check sometimes. Like, there'll be the narrowest little things you can slip through. I don't think I can go past these blockades at all. I mostly want to know what this guy was getting up to, where he was headed. Did he know something we didn't? You know, include that Paul Dano, does he know? Silly meme or whatever. And I also just want to be thorough, because most of the time herbs and things do spawn in the same locations, so you can start to learn really quickly where the most valuable resources are going to be and go grab them right away. Searching, you find lavender and vegetable pie. Those should be good for healing up. Meat pie and vegetable pie. Just barrels full of pies. I don't know why everyone were leaving those out and about like that. I'm not very hungry. I'm full health. I am experiencing withdrawals, but at least I'm not as poorly off as I thought. A deserted cottage. A goat hoof. Honestly, I do kind of just want to look. Like, what is that? A body bag. A hoof of a goat. It's still relatively fresh. So surely that'll be useful for some sort of, I don't know, ritual, satanic, something or other. Rotten meat on a platter. There are maggots crawling inside the piece. So obviously I don't want to eat that, but I will if it comes down to it. Search the box. I have some ammo, but for the wrong kind of weapon. And an egg. All right, well, I'm not going to starve anytime soon, at least. Ooh, I saw that little rodent there. I don't know if I can, shoot. Yes, I can. So I could have tried to shoot it. The first button I tried to use. I should have thought to line that up before. I don't know for people coming to this who have watched me playing the demo from all those years ago, whether or not you're going to be frustrated with me probably making the same mistakes that I made back then. But I didn't want to re-watch those videos or set things up in a way where I carried on from where I left off there in case the opening game had changed quite dramatically. You are not entirely sure what plant this is. Is it poisonous or not? Maybe it's better to leave it be. Can I learn enough about plants, or certain characters know enough about plants that maybe some can make use of that? God, I love this painted art style. The developer goes by Happy Paintings, which is really ironic and funny considering how terrifying and drab and ghoulish everything is in this series. I believe that's the one. I don't know what it is. So I guess now all of a sudden that I've wandered off this direction, I have absent-mindedly committed myself to not walking in the direction of the city, since I'm actively no longer remotely heading the direction Aaron did. But I don't feel like backtracking just yet. I'm still just in exploration mode. You're not entirely sure what this plant is. Is it poisonous? You do not know. Sometimes wandering off down those paths, like that one just seemed like a dead end, but you know, there's a chance to find things. Oh, the mushrooms though. A penny bun. I guess I should find out what good those are. I can look at everything, actually. Old-fashioned meat pie, rather easy to do. And it's entirely just for healing hunger. It doesn't actually heal your body or your mind or anything. Rotten meat will make you ill. And a mushroom commonly found throughout Europa, an edible mushroom. It is widely used as an ingredient in various foods. It's the text is kind of cut off at the top there. You can cook and things, so I think I could just eat the mushroom, or I can save it and try and make a vegetable pie or some such equivalent. The outskirts of Prehevil. An eerie silence fills the air, devoid of life. I may never, at any point in this game, exploring things, gain any level of confidence in saying the name of that city. I thought it was going to be the guy who wandered off the train, that's salary man. I thought he was going to be dead off in the corner here. Maybe he still will be. This guy's been dismembered. She has been like pinned to the wall with spikes. There's like a scream on her face, but it doesn't even look like a human face anymore. A hacked off leg. Well, there's also an entire human hacked off arm. I'm trying to inspect the human here, see if he's all right. See if he's all right. Obviously he's not all right, but I'm just trying to inspect the person. Oh God. That startled me. An empty bucket. It looked like it fell over on its own. It's been gathering rainwater. That was actually really cool. It's neat to see things be animated in an art style that's this detailed. There's a ritual circle carved here. You could actually use it if you had something to draw with. Now, was it Marina who we saw writing a ritual circle on the floor of the train? I don't think it was. I think it was a character who was not present in that like opening scene where everyone is waiting outside of the train. Oh, who hacked you guys up? That's what I'm mostly concerned with right now. I don't want to go running into anywhere too aggressively. Prehevil, like it's Prehevil is basically what it is, right? Prehevil is what I'll probably try to stick with. And the Maiden Woods. Well, I'm going to go the direction that's not on the sign. Okay, that makes sense why it wasn't labeled. I'm finding some decent herbage. Alright, I lost about 10 more hunger since I last specifically looked at that. So it's a slow decline. Maybe when you're in battle or things, it'll drain more quickly. But for now, it's not a major concern. I'm so scared that I'm just going to get charged. And I will not survive it. Careful, measured progress, inspections. Lots of plants that I can't harvest. I'll be curious. I don't think this game has meta progression. I don't think I can learn what a plant is on one run and then in all future ones have the ability to inspect and pick those plants. An eerie silence fills the silence fills the air. What the heck? That was hard to spit out. Okay. Now I'm gonna suddenly have this confidence to run. Okay. Oh my god, okay, I just saw that guy there, and then there's an even bigger, worse guy hacking him to bits. Oh my god, I don't want to get close to that. The woodsman, Termina is upon us. Okay, I do remember this dude. Okay, 2 shots, 2 wounds. Yes, no arms. Take that. Perfect. The woodsman approaches you ominously. There's a silent rage in his eyes. A sense of terror fills the air. Hold on, I don't want to start a fight. What's going on? I'm ready to defend myself, just so you know. Your words are in vain. The woodsman is clearly out for blood. Oh god, his dick has like roots. It's like attached itself to him as if it's like a parasite or something. That's how it looks to me, at least. His appendage, his head, his torso. I don't know if that thing's going to like attack me or what its deal is, so I'm gonna try and just get rid of it. There you go. None of that. No thank you. And now I'm just gonna shoot him in the head. Oh, he can still tackle me. I guess he's going full on like a Black Knight on me here. It doesn't matter how few limbs he has or anything. He's gonna give it his all. There we go. Frunk. Throwing myself up. Frunk was victorious. You wound the arm of the woodsman. Oh, that was probably still left over from last time. 70% roughly is where it starts warning you about hunger. So I have a ways away before I have to worry about it too much. Having him just visibly hack a villager to bits in front of you was insane. A badly mutilated head of a villager. Like, that was fucking kind of terrifying. The well seems dark and deep. You get an urge to jump down. I'll investigate. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, the well doesn't look that deep after all. You can see the bottom pretty easily. The well has dried up. I don't want to jump down there that hastily. Oh, the bullets I use above ground, out of combat, and in combat are one and the same. So I only have 3 bullets left. This little goat's making me think of like Robert Eggers, is that his name? The Witch. There's a lone goat here. It seems to be minding its own business, completely ignoring your presence. The goat stares to the distance with its glassy eyes. On the first glance, the creature seems harmless, but upon further investigating it, you're met with the feelings of great dread. You can't explain why that is. Because this goat is the devil, probably? You pet its head. Absolutely no reaction. Its glassy eyes stare straight through you. It almost feels like the goat thinks so highly of itself that it doesn't need to acknowledge you. Well, you're not all that, goat. You may be the devil himself born upon this mortal plane, but that doesn't make you anything special. Get off your high horse there. I would love to see a goat riding a horse. I don't know precisely how it would work out. Maiden Forest, the mist slowly creeps from the deeper woods. Before I go exploring deep into deep misty woods, I am gonna stick my head up into this like cabin up here. I don't know how risky that's gonna be. I don't know what kind of horrible things are gonna be waiting inside. Dust slowly falls in rays of light. Mushroom stew. And a golden chanterelle. Getting some more mushroom action. There doesn't appear to be any electricity, so the television remains dark. I believe that's a big distinction between the original and this one, is the first one was very like medieval. Everyone's wearing armor, very much like directly fighters and things. Whereas this one is like this kind of contemporary setting, but it's a little bit of like a period piece. Like it's such a strange environment and setting. It's so cool. Something sickly and yellow is seeping from the inside that makes the refrigerator door stuck. Open it with force. A terrible stench oozes from the inside. But you find a white vial. Oh, so there was a positive result to that. There are dirty dishes and age-old leftovers. Well, I don't need or want any more rotten meat. Old coffee. The cupboards contain everyday tableware. They aren't very useful in your situation. A dirty tray is left on the table. It looks like blood. Yes, it does, doesn't it? No, thank you. So I would have to find my way into that other room. You find glass shards. I didn't expect to be able to pick that up, actually. What good? The shilling, common currency. Its value is less than that of its counterparts in Europa. And the glass shards, a fistful of glass shards. Better handle them with care so you won't cut yourself. If I do use them, then I become like wounded or maimed or whatever word it would use to refer to them. So there's another way in. Oh my god, just on the edge there you can see this chained up door with blood underneath it. That's such an effective way to tease something larger and more terrible going on here. I imagine jumping down into the well would be how I access that. Fly Amanita? Is that not like the hallucinogenic mushroom? One of the more iconic toadstool species. Its relatively mild poison is well known even by small children. I think that's the one that trips people out. It's not like necessarily the magic mushroom, but I think it is a type of magic mushroom. Also, I'm pretty sure the inspiration for like the Mario toadstools, like red with white spots on it, is a reason it's quite iconic. So I don't want to activate another combat or anything. That's a totally new area. Playing through this game, you kind of have to be a little bit systematic, a little bit methodical, trial and error, see what works. I'm going down into the well. I'm risking it. The air down here is heavy, moist, and musky. Found a lucky coin. You don't feel so lucky, though, for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure that's used for saving. I wish that the new things you picked up... Oh, how are they being organized? I actually don't even really understand. So if I use heroin, then I lose my heroin withdrawals, but it makes your head messed up, obviously. You'll be high as shit. But I will just have more withdrawals on the other side of that again. It's used in dire situations. Hold shift while choosing heads or tails to boost your chances. I think it can be used for saving as well as for very specific interactions. I don't entirely remember. I can climb back up. You can't seem to get a grip from the wall. The stones are too round and the slippery moss doesn't help. You can feel this realization in your guts. What if you can't get back up? Oh shit, did I need to like throw a rope down for myself or something like that? Investigate the walls. You try to find anything to help your situation. The cracks between the stones? Nothing. Loose stones? Nope. Nothing. Well, knock on the walls. Nothing. Well, I don't want to yell for help because whoever's going to come is not going to be good. As loud as possible, you yell for help. Nothing. Try again. As loud as possible. I'll try a third time if it lets me. No one hears you scream. Well, I suppose I'll just wait to die then. That seems like my main course of action. There's no way I could just be stuck and doomed to die without the game telling me like, well, that's it. Better luck next time. Like you're dead as stone. But then again, what the hell else am I supposed to do here? I think I legitimately died. Nuts. I have to go all the way back to like the absolute beginning. Yeah, this game just has various ways in which you can just lose everything just that easily. So there it is. That's that. This time I got a yellow vial and an ornament lantern, which I actually don't know what I can do with that. With ornament decorations can be used to throw at enemies for a small fire attack. And one more piece of luggage to inspect and a yellow vial, which I actually don't know what they do. Colored mucus, its smell is very salty, but it might just be edible. But I don't actually know what it does apparently. I suppose I probably have to drink it and then I will have discovered what it does. I guess I mostly will skip through all these conversations this time. I need to be going. Sorry. Oh? Yeah, so you can skip through all of that stuff. Day 1 with the moon. Monologue with the moon. There we go. I was able to read that properly this time. Let me see what your deal is. Good afternoon. It's Kira Tanaka. Good to make your acquaintance. It's really troublesome what has come of our train trip. I'm not entirely certain on what to do. I have some urgent business in the city. Should I go on foot or wait for the train to continue? I don't know, man. Yes, I figure everyone is puzzled about the situation. I am curious. Last time he just wandered away. I think you're right. The city isn't that far after all. I'll get to sightsee the local flora and fauna while I'm at it. So she took off immediately. Now he's starting to make his way. I very much want to follow behind and kind of see what's going on here. I figure I'll throw another pistol into my hands and at least have the ability to defend myself a little bit. Maybe I can save you? I actually don't know if that's what or who I saw getting friggin' ripped into bits by the woodsman there. There's like a very high chance that it was. Lavender, I'm just trying to grab things as quick as I can here. White vial, that's good. Rotten meat, that's useless. Is he just gone? Was he racing off? Shit, I should have stuck with him more closely, I guess. Maybe as soon as I went indoors, it kind of like advanced to the next stage of whatever his progress was, wherever he was headed. Shit, sorry, man. I wanted to stick with you. I was hoping that the two of us together... Oh, there he is. Okay. Let's hang together here. Oh, can we talk about what we're looking at? What is that? What on earth is going on? They're dead. This is kind of neat, actually, that we can, like, walk through this together and, like, I can get another character's reactions to things. Yes, that always falls over. There's so much care put into the animation on that is really cool. I just wanted to admire that. This is horrible. Should we report about this to someone? The local police? It actually looked like he was about to start walking again. Then I interrupted him by talking. I kind of want you to get going, man. I want to go with you. I want to stick together. Presumably he'll continue to head up this path, so maybe I actually step in front of him a little bit and grab up different like ingredients, herbs, plants, those sorts of things. He wasn't there. He wasn't there before. Like, it's not like he automatically comes to here, stops here, and then never leaves this place. Can we talk more? No, I'm gonna leave you alone then. Feel free to catch up with me, I guess. We can connect. Join forces, maybe. But you gotta get a move on, man. You're just kind of hanging back. This actually will be interesting to confirm. Was it him getting hacked up by the woodsman? Devoid of any life. I don't think so, because it labeled it a villager. Yeah. That's the villager. The villager also had like a sickle. He's clearly also a bad character, you know. He has a sickle, and the woodsman is a sicko. Oh god. Okay. I want him locked in. I want to get away from him just a little bit. I want to shoot him again, and then I want to equip my knife. So I hope that I did enough damage to him that maybe he lost a limb or two. Great. Okay. So he still has nothing. I could try a different dialogue branch. Words are in vain. Yeah, he's not going to listen regardless. Oh god, is my heroin addiction, like, flaring up? Is that going to make me, like, less capable of doing anything here? I should just try and kill his head, I think. Oh, damn it. The appendage is pulsing. Okay, no. I'm not going to let that happen. No thank you. Nothing below the waist need be throbbing. No thank you. Oh god, he's still just wailing on me, even though the fact he's basically dead. God damn, man. That was brutal. Definitely not going into the well. Staying clear of that. I do kind of need to heal, though. My body... I think green... Oh, no, the herbs are for, like, scratches and things. Well, I need to try and heal up some. I'm very injured. Wait, did that... Surely I had more than 15 health left. Oh, I didn't actually use it. Use on him. I have to select the character to use it on. I'm actually gonna run back quickly and see if Tanaka, was that his name? If he's still just chilling back there? What did he get up to? He left. He is not back there anymore, but he never... If he came up the direction that I was, he did so, like, while I was in combat or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what his deal is. I feel like I've been left hanging, even though I kind of just volunteered him for it to be a joint effort. It's not like I ever said, like, we should stick together and look out for one another. Oh, go tough. Maybe I can wave that around in the goat's face there and see if we can get a reaction out of him. Staring me down with his freakish goat eyes. Force open, white vial. Okay. It seems quite worthwhile to stop in this area. That's about it, though. There's only a... basically checking the fridge. There's like a barrel. Oh, I guess I can grab multiple glass shards. I don't exactly know their use. Lone candle. I thought I would be able to grab that for sure. I don't know where to go. I just thought that it was underwhelming to end an episode with being trapped to just straight up starve to death in the bottom of a well. So I decided that I better keep going. Same as my original playthrough of the original Fear and Loathing. I like the idea of at least the first episode being like extra long while we immerse ourselves here. Jesus. I can't even interact with it. Sorry, horsey. That was brutal. Tongue like lolling out. Oh, right, these friggin' headless wolf things. No. I want to get another shot off. I got cornered. A headless creature. God, they're fucking weird, aren't they? It's headless torso or its limbs. Those are the things I can go for. I'm gonna shoot its front paws. Like, maybe I should just be trying to kill its torso, its non-head? I don't know. Oh, I think that time I accidentally just shot the torso. I didn't mean to. I meant to kind of, like, switch it up, actually. Well, now I'm committed. I'm barely gonna live this. Potentially not at all. Shit. I'm so injured. Search it. Has nothing of worth. I could beat it. And there's a lot of other things that clearly I haven't discovered, and you need specialty items, maybe. Only saliva is slowly dripping from the gaping mouth. We're calling that a mouth, are we? That's not how I would describe it. I can't... I don't know. Now I'm so injured, I kind of need to. I don't want to be wasting all my ammo, but I'm kind of stuck all of a sudden. I need to heal. I'm way too injured. That's the only thing I have that can heal the body. There was a second wolf over to the left there, so I basically can't go that direction. I will investigate slowly, but I assume... Do you know what? Maybe I try and just kill it. Oh, shit. The creature's shot down. I wasted one shot there, which is, like, really devastating in this game. But maybe if I can at least make it past these wolves, I'll find the next thing. The next bit of intrigue. The next vague sense of where to head. Ah, that looked like a secret little path. The door is locked. Seems like someone has tried to force it open, and the lock mechanism is busted because of that. Whole bunch of barrels. It feels heavy, but you can't get it to cork open. Get the cork to open. Either way. Oh, I have no mushrooms this time around, I don't think. Better load up. Actually, I had all those, like, meat pies and things, too. I don't have any of that this time. A bunker of sorts, an old rusty hatch. The window on the hatch is murky and stained. You cannot see anything but darkness below. Yeah, I'm way worse off this time around for food. Way worse off. Probably because I wasn't stopping and inspecting nearly as thoroughly because I thought me and Buddy were going to stick together. Can I get in the truck from this side? No. I thought that would be smart. I'm such a genius. I've cracked the secret. Use the other door of the two doors. You know what? Why leave any stone unturned at this stage? A smell of rot strikes immediately upon opening the hatch. Hey, Ginger, if that is your name. Oh, she's a mechanic. It's you. You were on the train too, right? I found this hatch. You a little slow there, man? Frunk? A hatch in the middle of nowhere? Seems a bit suspicious, no. Interesting, the very least. How about we hop in and see what's under there? You have to be at least a little curious. Yeah, let's check it out. That's the spirit. You're going to come with me? Are we going to join forces? The tunnel reeks of death. Wow, this place is incredible. I heard the Eastern Union had a big underground network around Prehevil, but I wasn't expecting this. It's quite something. Where did you hear something like that? What are these tunnels for? Where did you hear it? Yes, it was on a newspaper a while back. That seems like a lie, perhaps, purposely obtuse. It's close to my line of work, so obviously I keep an eye on articles like that. Maybe that's believable. Ugh, we haven't even introduced ourselves yet, have we? I'm Abella. Nice to meet you. You don't get to say a word, but I'll be traveling with you for a while now. Okay, sure, I guess. You're more than welcome. No, there's somewhere I need to be. Yeah, okay. I'll take a friend. You are full health, so that's great. I don't know if you brought your own things with you. No, I think my items are still just literally whatever I had. I'm going to eat an egg. At 7% hunger improvement, not great. I don't think I can get access to any of these metal barrels or crates. There's no power in the panel. You don't really understand what it's used for anyway. Oh, do you know what's the thing I can do here? Party talk, and I can talk just like this. Building a bunker like this must have taken time. This is not something that was made overnight. I'd even go as far as to say that this place predates the Great War quite a bit. What could be the purpose of these tunnels? They are far too narrow for transporting troops. The technology doesn't look like it would have obvious militaristic purposes. It's super fascinating, isn't it? I guess, on to some degree. I'm mostly just afraid to be down here. Old newspaper articles about war are left here. Empty rations. Seems like this has been a spot for a watchman. Shelves are full of spare parts for different machinery. You got a C ration. Was that a food? Yeah, okay. Canned military food ration issued to the Allied forces. Consists of corned beef and hardtack biscuits. Empty rust bucket. Well, it's full of rust then, isn't it? Not quite so empty. I'm so smart. You got no thoughts on any of this? You don't know how to access anything? Or how to turn any of this on? Or any tinkering to be done? This is a maze, and I'm already a little lost, I think. I don't know why I would choose to take a broomstick. I wish things were ordered in the order I found them. A simple wooden broomstick, it doesn't feel sturdy enough to be used as a weapon. I don't know why I grabbed it, truthfully. You don't want to discuss whatever that giant boiler is or whatever? Ah, no. Okay, I've looped back around. I'm not lost yet. Yet being a very important word in that statement. You find a gasoline canister. So maybe I could get things, motors running, get power back to this. Found a bolt. I guess I better keep inspecting the shelves that have things on them. Duct tape. It's duct tape here, not duct tape. You're starting to feel hungry. What good is having all this duct tape, considering it's not even correct? A canister with a good amount of gasoline still left inside. A special water-resistant tape created recently in the Second Great War to seal ammunition cases in a durable manner. Presumably these sorts of things will be useful in crafting, and that's just not something I've really had to worry about yet. The penny bun. You know what? 71. It's kind of useful to have a general sense of what sort of recovery things grant. 7. So small things like eggs, mushrooms, they're seemingly quite consistently going to give 7. The ration, I'm guessing, is going to be like 25 or 30 or something. So I don't want to use it too early. I don't want to waste it. A formal hat. There's a sweat stain circling the insides of the hat. You don't want to pick it up and put it on? Add a little bit of style to your life? Change up your look a little? The maintenance elevator is here. There doesn't appear to be electricity. Yet, that's seeming to be quite consistently true. It's not very special to the elevator. It seems like it's more of a given at this point that things would not be powered in any way. What are you doing down there, man? Did he just saw the head off the salary man? Oh god, he's coming. Oh, he's fast. Is he faster than me? Shit, I feel like he's like the same speed. I don't think there's any way to get away from him here. Ah! No! You ghoul, leave me alone. What if oh god, my hands are so sweaty. It's so hard to do what I'm trying to do. Oh, I wanted to make it back around to the salaryman and see if I could, I don't know, get resources off of him or something. Needles? Is Needles his name? I'm gonna try and talk. See if this guy has anything to say. She has short circuit, an electrical lock to open locked doors. Oh, cool. So, but can that be done on something that doesn't have electricity? I don't know. Relatively simple in practice, but short-circuiting the wrong conductors might lock the door for good. Throw your pipe wrench at the enemy with devastating force. A chance to stun requires pipe wrench to be equipped first. But if I do that, then I think that's kind of it. You should put your guard up then. How about that? The needle whip. Oh god, they're just a cluster of needles on the end of a string they hacked. Oh, gross, man. Needles is just grinning at you with its sadistic smile. No one needs to die here. Who are you? I'll wipe that grin off your face. Who are you? Sure. Needles shrugs with its arms stretched wide. He readies his syringe. Oh, here's the luck, the lucky coin. Is this because I will die otherwise? Heads, I guess. Mystery injection. I actually didn't know between heads and tails which was which on that. I think that was tails. The heads one might actually have a head on it. So my heroin addiction is like probably making me less accurate or something like that. Meanwhile, Abella over here is like wounded and bleeding and concussed and like there's a lot of bad things going on. I do not remember what the 3 triangles do. If someone can remind me a little bit how that works, I'm totally fine receiving those sorts of like tips and reminders. Well, in that case then, he just used his syringe, so I feel like the needle whip is most likely to come up next. I didn't attack in time to do anything about it, unfortunately. I did both. Great, cool, just pile it on, why don't ya? Now I'm poisoned on top of everything else. Well, the needle whip's coming back around. Abella's like stunned or something. She's not even taking part in this anymore. I have to heal, but I don't have like anything that's actually good healing. I'm throwing this ornament at him, the lantern. Maybe I can at least burn something. Oh god, it did so much damage and his limb is still intact. That didn't achieve anywhere near what I wanted or needed it to. I had small wounds, stop bleeding, that's not gonna help. I should have thrown gas on him, then the fire thing. I don't actually know if you can combine things like that. It would be really, really cool if you could. His arm is currently still bleeding, on fire. Oh my god. That's it. Frunk was defeated. Well, I think the lesson learned is to not mess with that guy. You feel an injection needle in your neck. So he didn't even kill me? Your head hurts, your body feels a little slow as it's recovering from paralysis. The tunnels lead into an ever-present darkness. You find a chain tied to your ankle. Abella's just gone. I can't even inspect my inventory. What the hell? I got some sort of freaky ghost heading towards me. He just crawled up my butt. Or another hole that's down at the bottom there. Either one. You have a massive orgasm and pass out. The sexuality in this game is totally strange. On top of everything else being strange as well. I have health left. I'm not that hungry. Do I still have, like, my gear and everything? I do. What the hell, man? I'm not dead from that, but Abella's gone, so I'm by myself. Oh, weird. It was not letting me walk back that one very specific way. Tunnel number 5. I feel like it did specifically label that. Force the door open. Ah, that worked. Oh, it kind of worked. I assume punching this door a bunch is... okay. Use that for the thumbnail. That'll be real eye-grabbing, showing us go toe-to-toe against a door. You find 3 bolts. Find chalk. Useful for, you know, secret rituals and the like, if we decided we suddenly want to go that direction. A sewing machine, a projector, dusty projector. If you had any film, you could play it here. Nata. Open the chest. Ah, yeah, there's distinctly a head. You find Kasara. Ooh, starting to feel hungry. Is that it is a weapon. Originally a tool for cutting tree branches, it could be used for things equal in size, like human limbs, for example. It is notably stronger as long as I'm able to equip it. I can. All right, definitely picking up a stronger weapon then. How do I interact with this cabinet? I'm surprised that I can't. The amount of hunger I'm currently feeling, I'm not concerned with. Empty bucket. What are these, like, offices down here? Like, what the heck? It could be like a war room, something like that. Oh yeah, again there's something weird there that kind of catches the movement and you can't walk through. Well, if I can't force any doors open, I'm suddenly quite stuck. Although I now have a stronger weapon all of a sudden. Okay, that one I can use. Glass shards. I have so many glass shards, more than I'll ever need. A bone saw. Nothing on that one. Another broomstick. Double up on that. Whoopee. Toolbox. A cloth fragment. I'm out of here, man. No thank you. Nice butt. The filthy shack. An egg. A carrot. We'll be fed all day with that. The old town. The atmosphere is getting heavier and heavier. The freaky lady, like, scratching her own face off over there. Oh, everyone is having a notably awful time, it seems. They don't seem aggressive. Moon scorched. It burns. Burns cold. What is going on here? The moon scorched this land. It scorched us, too. What in the hell? I'm avoiding those bear traps as much as possible. I should be able to walk wide around them. Hopefully there's not one like hidden where I'm not seeing the lake. More moon-scorched people just like clawing at their faces. A meat pie, wheat flour. I gouged my eyes out, but I still see the green hue. It devours everything. You can't just quit. We tried it, but it won't stop. What's going on? What? We are the ones who survived? He's crying hysterically, scratch marks all over him. His skin is hanging loose on his cheekbones. Holy shit. This is new. This stuff is stuff a bunch of what I've been seeing here are things I definitely never saw previously first picking up the game. The person is barely alive. You can already hear the death rattle coming from him. I'm gonna finish him, I guess. I don't know. He's dead now. I didn't want to loot him while he was still alive. I'm still gonna loot him now, but I didn't want to do that while he was, like, conscious and aware that he was getting robbed in his final moments. Just put him out of his misery. Blood is all dried up in our blood bowl. Is that what it referred to it as? Can't open it up without better tools. A bloody bowl. It's not a blood bowl. The flickering light of the bonfire soothes you, despite horrors waiting for you outside. I still have my lucky coin. I thought I'd used it, and therefore I couldn't use it again. Holding shift while choosing heads or tail to boost your chances. So I think maybe it would be expended if I did that. I thought the fire would be a save point. I think I specifically need like a bed. I think that was the rule in the original game, at least. Standing out over the shore, I see nothing. A carrot. Carrot. Heaps of carrots. Let's try the ration. 62. Oh, it gained like everything. Excuse me. So the ration should be saved. As I suspected, but now for sure I know. Meat pie, penny bun. Okay. Hunger feels taken care of. Near death, not taken care of. Still a very prescient issue. Hey, you made it all the way to here. What is going on? Were you heading to the city? What brings you here? Nice to meet you? Likewise. Now, if you'd excuse me, I've spent enough time loitering around. Seems like you're about to continue. I'd rather not make acquaintances right now. I've spent enough time loitering around. Journalist, I smell a scoop. I don't think anyone visits these parts unless they have to. That's right. I'm going there alone. All right, she's not ready to share. Not with me, at least. A couple of chanterelles. Have a heck of a stew going with all these shrooms. Riverside. Trying to keep a little bit of a map in mind of where I've been, what is new, where I've yet to explore. This is... I obviously never been anywhere here. Oh. Blue herbs. I'm pretty sure that is healing. It is healing, but I think if you can make a potion out of it, which maybe I need... I think I would need, like, the recipe or something first before I would be able to do that. Because, yeah, you definitely get more out of the potion. That would be a pretty last-minute choice. These statues sticking out of the ground are pretty damn cool, actually. I like that a lot. An eerie silence fills the air, devoid of any life. So, have I kind of actually wandered my way back to a more familiar area? Oh, God. Who is that? Is that... one of the people who was with us at the beginning? I think it would have been. Is that Tanaka? I don't know. That's not even the sign I had found previously, though. That's a separate, I think, marker. Okay, I'm on the other side of the fence. That was the main thing I was trying to figure out here. Oh, but I still can't get over to him? I think it's too late to, like, save him or anything, but I don't think I can get close enough to do anything about it. I'm certainly not going to save his life or anything like that, but I wanted to at least, like, I don't know, let him down? He's not left strung up there? This looks familiar. Now I'm potentially suddenly heading straight back to the train. Yeah, because if that's the direction that she headed, yeah, I'm just straight back to the train. Intriguing. Now that everyone's left, can I get back on the train? I don't know what good this will do. Seats are perfectly suited for resting. You just need to clear out all the papers out of the way first. You found a combat manual and a map. Use the map, please. Oh. How much of this is... Okay, I'm marked way down at the bottom. I'm nowhere near the town. Over to the right there, that's like the riverside stuff. Okay, there's... I was not even close to any of that, I don't think. What was the other one? I had the combat manual. I could learn a little bit, I suppose. The following techniques: dismemberment, subdue their attacks if they're carrying a weapon, deal with that first. Going straight for the head might be tempting, but attacking such guarded body part in the heat of battle might prove to be difficult. Take out the legs will often rock the balance of the enemy and make them vulnerable for headshots. As the fight goes on, you will get more revved up naturally, as indicated by the yellow triangles, increasing each turn. Use 1 or 2 points to boost your strength, or 3 to add an additional attack to your string. There are also different skills that require rev points. These are mentioned in the skill descriptions. And devastating attacks. Sometimes the enemy might be preparing for a devastating attack. They cause massive damage or other status ailments that might prove to be insufferable. Most of the time, these attacks are telegraphed somehow on the previous turn, and you can see them coming. You can either dodge by guarding, or you can risk it and face the coin of judgment. It's your last chance in dodging the incoming attack. You can affect the chances by throwing a lucky coin, so you have to specifically spend the lucky coin outside of the usual coin of judgment. Ultimately, your fate will be chosen by higher powers. You can use various different firearms on the field before even initiating a combat to weaken or kill, so I've done that. Just have it equipped and then shoot. Weaker foes might even get killed by a single hit. You can choose to run. It dissipates your stamina. If you run out of stamina entirely, you will need a short recovery time to catch your breath. If an enemy spots you, you will go into tension mode, where stamina depletes at an alarming rate. This tense moment will luckily pass by fairly fast. If you have firearms equipped, you can't run. No running and gunning. If you have injured your legs, no running either. There's a lot more to survival, but hopefully these lessons will be like a good starting point. How do I run? I'll play around with that when I'm outside. Maybe I can't run indoors. The others left for the city. I guess they grew tired of waiting. The doc did say he'd get some help here as soon as possible. You decided to stay on the train? There's something bad going on. Came to check up. Something bad. What do you mean? I was attacked by the locals. What? Attacked? Are you alright? I don't know what to make of this. The mist already carried a foul odor and terrible sounds. That's why we got inside. I'm worried about the others. Would you go look for them? I don't think they've gone far yet. Well, I found a few of them that certainly haven't gone far. I came to check on you guys. Oh, that's so sweet. We got in after the mist got thicker. I don't mind waiting just a while longer. Actually, there's a reason why I can't exactly leave this train. I have a condition where my legs don't function properly. If you play as that character and your legs get chopped off, I guess it wouldn't affect anything. But suffice to say, it makes the situation we are in even more troublesome. What condition? I'm sorry. Don't you have a wheelchair? I can see how that's troublesome. Yes, you would think I'd have one, right? But to make things more complicated, there was going to be someone picking me up with a wheelchair. Too bad that someone didn't expect me here in the middle of this forest. Can't make things too easy. The sleepy one. Well, what's your story? My story? You gotta be more specific. I'm too complicated for just a few lines of dialogue. What brings you here? Are you gonna stay and wait here? Probably not. I'll be heading towards the town soon if nothing happens here. Well, it's my hometown. I'm originally from Prehevil. But I'd never admit it in conversation that I was from such a depressing and godforsaken small town. So, you only make yourself look stupid if you go spreading the word. It's my hometown as well. Cool. Let's just both keep quiet about it. We don't want to look like banjo-playing yokels in this crowd. What do you think of the dream? Oh yeah, it was cool. There was something bothering me though. No one talked much about the moon. That rapist smile will leave a scar in my subconsciousness for sure. Maybe it's just because I've been studying this stuff for the majority of my life, but I think it was a vision, meant for us to decipher. Just seems obvious, you know? That's why I have a hard time believing the conspiracy stuff the other guys were talking about. What about the circle over there? Oh, it's a little something I carved out of boredom, leaving my mark on the train. Just a normal Monday in the life of a vandal. Actually, it's the perfection circle. It's used to worship certain older gods. It might come in handy if we know what to do with it. Oh, I didn't mean to... Whoops. Where are you returning from then? From studies. I've been studying occultism for about 6 years in the Vatican. It's a big shock coming back to a town of this size. Feeling like slitting my wrists right about now. Not exactly a fan of Prehevilian melancholy. Never mind. What I really want to do right now... Wait, where is the circle she drew? I'm trying to, like, interact with it. Was it another train car back, maybe? It must have been at least one train car back. I wanted to try and do something with it. Now that I have the chalk, what the fuck? The door to the previous cabin's locked from the other side. Is someone there? No answer. Knock? Nothing. Investigate? You can't see inside. Perhaps the windows have been covered up by somebody. That was freaky. I think it was just like a person. I don't even think it was a demon or anything. But, like, I want to know more. I love the idea that the characters you aren't playing as have these separate stories playing out. It's such a cool aspect of this game. And then if you played as any of these characters, then you're affecting those interactions and things. Oh, okay, well, there's a circle. Was that there a second ago? You could draw something here with chalk. Oh, I could... If I knew anything. I apparently know nothing. They look wide enough for you to take a rest. Which I think is how you save. Back at the moon guy. Oh, it's marking off who's dead. Just one so far. Welcome back. Seems that you're very much acquainted with your fellow contestants already. Very delighted to see such progress already. Keep up the pace. The festival won't last forever. Just what is going on? Since the 13 of you are such late additions to the party, your days are already running short. The festival will see its climax in just 3 days. That is how long you have time. Use it wisely. What happens in 3 days? And did I just waste a day by resting? My master has a short attention span. If any of the other 13 contestants are still around when the midnight hits on the day 3, well, I guess you will just have to wait and see. However, it is not advised to wait until that. Do you mean I have to kill the other contestants? I don't understand. What you do and what you don't is entirely up to you, of course. Do you want to kill your fellow contestants? But enough about that. Let us proceed to the services I can provide. How may I best aid you in your quest? Saving. Can I do anything else? How may I best aid you? Okay, I can still talk. 13 souls left, and so the 14 are no more. Splendid. And it is only the first day of the festival for you. Could we actually have one with the potential on our hands? Head to the tower. Let the blood spill. As 14 is reduced to 1, so opens the gate to the court of rare. Tell me about the Hexen. This seems to have maybe been improved from the first game by quite a measure. Gun proficiency, gunslinger. I don't have anything to spend to use on any of this, actually. I don't know if these are like meta progressions. Yeah, the Hexen was confusing and difficult to use in the first game. That seems much better. I guess send me back, man. I don't know if we're still on the first day or what. But now I finally have a save point. 90 minutes, pretty lengthy amount of time spent on a first episode. Do not expect all of them to be this long. But people have been really excited for the series to return. I've been really excited to return to the game. And I wanted to make some measure of progress beyond what I saw back in those original episodes of the demo. There you have it, guys. Fear and Hunger, we're back. I don't know, like, obviously I never 100%ed the original game. That was never my intent. Same thing here. I would love to play through to a point where I get to see the end of that day, maybe try and attempt for, like, a good ending or something. I'm just gonna mess around with things. And maybe I'll think about returning to the original game. That's a far-off consideration for me right now. I'm just trying to enjoy the moment. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, I'm gonna do something I did with Shadows Over Loathing, actually. Is it probably I will title this first episode myself something just descriptive of the game's genre, and moving forward I want your guys' help naming the individual episodes, something relevant to what occurred there. Make it a silly, make it a pun, make it mysterious, whatever you want to go, and I'll pin the comment of whatever naming suggestion I end up going with, and you know, I'll just change the title after the fact. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.